same word choice. So that's great. Honestly, it's really very helpful. Have you experienced any barriers, whether personal or professional, to advancement opportunities? I know you mentioned that it was, again, good timing when your son was older. So if it had come when he was younger, you think that would have been a major issue for you?
If I had been coaching and accomplished some of the things I wanted to accomplish, if I felt like I still needed to be coaching, I don't know. That's hard to say because when he was younger, I just switched to new school. All 3 programs I took over were very much a struggling program, so we had the challenge of turning it around. So when I was in the middle of doing all that, think of anything else. So I don't know that might have been a challenge. I think, when he was younger, that probably definitely would have been harder. That would have been asleep for sure by the time I got home.
Right. Yeah, mine are 8 and 10, and so it's great. You're kind of in that sweet spot where they're old enough to be independent and get things done on their own, but still young enough that, like, I've got to be home. I can't, be getting in late all the time. And so I'm in the middle of that, making those career decisions based on their age. I mean, I feel like I have to, and their needs. What can school districts do to support women in their pursuit of advancement in athletic administration? Not necessarily yours, any school districts, just your thoughts.
I think it starts before the end of their career. I think what I see where we need to, and even me as a tenured coach, I mean, coaching's harder now than it's ever been. And I feel like I worry more about getting good quality coaches in versus the administrators, because I think that's where we're losing. I think we're getting people in, and they were just saying that at our coaching school earlier in the week that the turnover rate of a first-year coach is too high, or is high, and I think we need to get good people, quality servant-type people in, and it's really tough to do, and keep, education's not easy, not if you do it, and coaching's not easy, not if you do it right, but support them at that level and grow them through the system, whether it's the role models, teaching them how to work, or supporting them through their struggles, because that's where I see, before I would get my adrenaline kick or my, yes, this is what I was called to do this when I'm at practice and I'm helping the kids grow, or they're in my office like, oh, what to do in this situation, what do I do, coach, And I don't have that with the kids per se, so now, like, we had a coach make state and phenomenal coach, phenomenal year, and they got this most awful email, and they're calling me crushed, and now my job is to take this coach and help. Like I was helping the athlete, now I'm helping that coach, and
right.
I see that need for the support when they get challenged, because you put so much of yourself into it, and you get mentally and physically and emotionally exhausted because the hours are hard, and if you're doing it right, like I said, and I feel like if we support and build that foundation, our younger coaches, and keep building them up as they develop, then they'll branch out and go strong, be even way better leaders than I ever thought about being. So I see the support needs to be down there and get them in, because I think that number could continue to be bad if we don't get them in there. You can't have an administrator if they haven't coached and put the time in.
Well
so
said.
I just be helping the foundation of just the whole profession.
They haven't coached. Yeah, that's definitely, it's been echoed in the executive directors of the professional organizations I've spoken with, and every single person that I've interviewed is very concerned and describing it really as a crisis in coaching, that, there's all these positions across Texas that will not be filled this year. And you may have to take someone that you wouldn't have taken 10 years ago into a role. So you said coaching is harder than ever. Why do you think it's harder now than before?
Well, I think the classroom requirements, even though to me, if you're a great coach, you're a great teacher, and vice versa. I mean, you can't be a great coach and not be a great teacher. Period.
Right.
Because the willingness to work and serve kids in whatever capacity it is, whatever your job is. If you're the math teacher today, then or right now in second period, that's what you are. You're great at it. You're prepared, and I think just the extra paperwork, the test scores, is such a data-driven society on everything that sometimes we're losing focus on the important thing, and that's impacting kids for life. And there's just so many more requirements and certifications, and I think social media, the pressure of social media. There's more critics out there there's always been critics, but now they're putting their criticism out there, and it's almost like you have to be Teflon skin, but you can't live your whole life like that. So I think it's hard. You just have to. That's why it's good to have your circle of supporters there when you get fired at, or when you get the shots are firing off at you, even though you're doing it right, they only take a glimpse of you on game day and then make a judgment on who you are or what you are, and that's not the true picture sometimes. So I just think there's a lot of variables involved, and plus, like I said, to be good. I mean, look at a Texas high school football coach and the hours that they put in during season. Not everybody can do that, but to be good, you have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, I'm not saying that they work harder than like I did as a volleyball coach, but their hours were, I could take my work home, and when Luke was in bed or something, then I'm up, studying film or doing something. I didn't have my whole staff breaking down as much as they did. I did a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I might have signed some of it, but not like they work. Like when I was at Katy and at Smithson Valley, boy, those men, it's unbelievable the hours they put in. So that's not for everybody, and that's tough. But we need great people to be there to influence our kids.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. I definitely consider myself an academic. I'm a nerdy academic. And even though I feel that way when I reflect on my own experiences as a child, I will name influential coaches well before I would name influential teachers. And that's not even my main focus as a kid, so I just...
Well, you talk to, our superintendent will even say we'll call it convocation, but it's some of our district meetings beforehand, and they'll say, kid's going to get up at 5:30 to be at the gym by 6:15 for volleyball or basketball or football or cross country. They're not getting there for math class. 6:15.
Right.
So there's something to be said about the accountability and all the things that athletic teaches. But I think it helps if the parents will let them participate and go through some of the struggles and grow and develop. As you know, it helps them in life because they're going to be challenged and they learn how to face it.
Absolutely. What are suggestions you can offer to increase the opportunity for other female coaches coming into athletic administration?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Sure. What are suggestions you can offer to increase the opportunity for other female coaches regarding athletic administration?
Well, I think it's important for us to support each other. I was just texting a friend yesterday because her job title is not necessarily AD. That's one of her roles in her district. It's a little smaller than ours, but she had her huge coaches meeting yesterday. And I just texted her a quote. You've got this. You're going to do great. Here if you need anything. Just like you would with your coaching friends or with anything else. She's been interested in other jobs, so I've thrown her name out there to certain people hey, this is somebody I know that would fit what you're looking for. This is why. So I think just like we do with anything else, a lot of times, how do you find a good coach? You get out there and you talk to people. You find out who's out there and what's available, and you just keep pushing and promoting. And it's because they're good, not just because they're a woman or a man.
Right.
But supporting them too, because there are not a lot of us. So I made sure I was like, and then she texted me back, oh, thank you, friend. It went great.